What's up everyone? Today's video is in partnership with NHTSA, which stands for the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Let's get right into today's important video. In today's Beyond the Hustle video, we'll be talking about 4 things we need to think about doing before the year ends. Point number 1, being safe on the road. This point right here might not seem serious or will disregard because driving sometimes comes off as second nature, but it's very important that we are aware and conscious. So with Q4 now here, that means the holiday season is approaching, which means it's gonna get quite eventful. But we must be responsible and ensure that the holiday season goes smoothly by choosing to plan ahead for a safe and sober journey home. We all strive to end the year on a positive note while making the best of memories during the holiday season by being safe on these roads and not driving impaired. Understand that if law enforcement spots impaired drivers, they're going to make an arrest. So choose to plan ahead for a safe and sober journey ride home. Please understand that whether you get pulled over or get into a crash, things will never be the same. Planning a safe, sober ride home is of importance this holiday season. And this is why it's point number 1 for me in today's video on the topic of things we need to think about before the year ends. Point number 2, evaluate your values. Recently, I was at an event and the speaker gave me a light bulb moment. He discussed the importance of identifying and evaluating your values. And this is a great activity to do with your family. When you have values, you're able to create a foundation of how you're going to deal with things no matter what occurs. So for example, you and your family decide on the value of humility, which ultimately means we're not gonna brag, we're gonna choose to be humble about good things that happen to us. If one of the family members does something that involves them showing off, you can remind them that, hey, that's not one of our values. And you remind them to remain humble, right? Because you have set these core values for yourself, for the family, that governs the family. A lot of times we're just trying to do the right things, but we don't have any core values. Yes, religion can be helpful. I found that also having some core values that we drill into the family, that governs the family as well, can be very helpful. Another value, just to give you another example of another value, 72-hour rule, which is no one will make firm decisions that can ultimately change our lives without taking 72 hours in thinking through the decision. A lot of times we make impulsive decisions which can lead us to regret, but if you take a buffer period of maybe 72 hours, that can be something that may help you see a situation in a different light, or at least calm the emotions and not make drastic decisions made out of emotions. I recently did this activity with the kiddos where we identified 5 values that will become the core values of the alleys. So I encourage you guys to look into this. It could make a big difference how you run your family, how you run your household. And I think it's always important that we have things that we stand for. When you evaluate your values, you'll be able to have more clarity on how you run in your household. Just be able to live a more positive, meaningful life. Point number 3, identify your new year goals and start right now. This is pretty self-explanatory. We tend to want to set goals that we will begin on the first day of January of the new year. However, what if we took it to the next level and began implementing these goals? A lot of our goals require a lifestyle shift. And the holiday season is a great testing ground to really validate whether your goals are something you want. It creates a great environment for this. So for example, let's say you want to improve your health. Why not use the holiday season to limit your food portion? If we're gonna be tested, now's a great time to be tested to see if we truly want these goals. So use the holiday season not to, put us in a deficit, but allow us to practice our goals. Like I said, control your food portions. Goals need to be tested, especially when it puts you in an uncomfortable situation. And if you don't test your goals in uncomfortable situations, you'll likely repeat. Tying back to point number 1, use the holiday season to start a healthier relationship with alcohol consumption. Use the holiday season to really validate your goals so that way when the new year starts, you're already off to the races and making strides and changes into your life. Last point number 4, write down all of your accomplishments within the current year. I've been doing this for many years, and I've found that sometimes in real time, you may feel like you're not getting things done, but when you really break down the things that you have done, you'll actually be amused and amazed by how much things were done. And it'll motivate you to continue. It'll show you things that maybe you didn't do, and really bring some light to how this year went. Writing down a list of everything you have done is a great way to get a sense of how the year went. All you gotta do is just write down all the minor, major, mediocre goals that you have done throughout the year, so it brings some clarity into your life. Before I end today's video, definitely want to give a shout out to NHTSA. NHTSA is committed to educating on the importance of planning your sober journey ride home. With the holiday season approaching, it's imperative we be responsible with alcohol consumption. Avoid fines by choosing to plan ahead for a safe and sober journey ride home. Let's be responsible and take care of one another. So be sure to check out the link below for more information. I really hope you guys found value in today's video. Let me know in the comments which point resonated the most with you. Feel free to share some other practices you may do to end the year. Would love to hear it. I'm going to pin some of your comments, so be sure to let me know. Let others know we're in this together, and I think it's important that we share practices that ultimately make us better. I can't wait to read your comments. I really appreciate you all tuning in to another Beyond the Hustle video. It's been a while since I did this, so if there are some topics you'd like for me to cover, let me know. Appreciate you all. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. I wish you all the best and safest holiday season. Be safe.